Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract, Bangkok Kill List 2 Remake, set on the source map of Bangkok and supplied to us today by GTA Girl 478. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with 2 objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location, and we'll be bringing with us a vial of lethal poison, a fiber wire, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, if we are relatively quick, although we don't have to be, and we make our way straight into the hotel via the restaurant, we will encounter our first target just taking up position outside of the public toilets. So he is just around the corner here. There he is. So we're going to go into the toilets. We're going to overflow the sink outside of the cubicles, and then we are going to position ourselves behind the door. So I'm just going to let that overflow get his attention, and we'll turn it off again. And we're going to select our fiber wire as our target enters. We're going to close the door behind him. We weren't born in a barn. And then when he gets near to the end of cubicle, we are going to pounce on him with our fiber wire and then drag him into the cubicle where there is a closet awaiting. We're then going to take his outfit, as that is a requirement for our next elimination. And our next elimination is at the kitchens, and they are at the public end of the kitchens. So we're just going to head straight in up to the large pot here and add our lethal poison. And our target, as you can see, is currently chopping vegetables, but eventually he will go over and he will sample the broth, and when he does, he will find it not to his liking. Now do be aware that there is another waiter who does frequent this area, who comes over and gives the chef a new order of food to get. So just be aware of him. But he is not around at the moment, and we are free and clear to watch our second target sample the broth, decide it's not good enough for public consumption, and we can then take his outfit. I'm going to grab the fire extinguisher from the wall as well, although it's not strictly necessary, there is another one. We're going to make our way into the kitchen and retrieve the kitchen knife from the counter before making our way into the office on the far side. And on the opposite side of this office, we will find our next target, the housekeeping staff member. So we're just going to open the door, we're going to throw our fire extinguisher into the room. Now, if you didn't grab the fire extinguisher, you can use the knife, or alternatively there's another fire extinguisher just on the wall outside this office. So either way, once you have attracted the attention of your target, you can introduce him to cold steel when he arrives, dump him in the closet provided, and then take his outfit. So from here on out, we're going to make our way up to the first floor, up where 47's suite is located, along with our next target, who is a patrolling guard. So he is at the end of the corridor, which is perfect, although they are just leaving. We are running a few seconds behind schedule. So we're just going to once again quickly grab a fire extinguisher and throw it down by the laundry basket, and with any luck that will just about grab the attention of our target. And when he comes along to investigate, we are going to get behind him and plant 2 in his back. Now you may be able to see that Mrs. Jackie Carrington is on her way to her apartment as we speak, so she shouldn't see you. There is also a second housekeeping staff member in the area who may also be coming this way, so you do need to get that timed quite well. We're going to retrieve our fire extinguisher once we've dealt with our target. We're going to make our way to the atrium roof, use the fire extinguisher on the camera above the doors, and then make our way across to the Emperor's suite, where we will encounter our final target. So our last target is all the way up in the penthouse, so we need to make our way up there. So we're just going to wait for the camera above the I believe the security room to pan away to the left before making our way up the stairs. We're going to grab the fire axe from the top of the stairs here, make our way into the kitchen, and we're just going to wait right here because we've timed this in such a way that our target will be coming towards us, and he is going to come and stand just outside of the kitchen, and he is going to look out of the window. And once he gets here and into position, we are going to open the kitchen door and we are going to throw our fire axe on the floor. That will get the attention of our target. I'm just going to quickly grab that fire axe back. We're going to use that. When our target comes in, we're just going to get behind him, let the door close to the kitchens, and then introduce him to cold steel. And this room is frequented by another bodyguard at some point, so we're going to hide the body in the chest freezer provided before casually making good our escape. So with all of our targets now dealt with, all we have to do is run the gauntlet of cameras back down to the ground floor and then out to our awaiting boat at the end of the pier. The other option is to go into the basement and the exit there, but again there are cameras to worry about, and I believe it's ever so slightly further away. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and once we get out into open waters we will get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had 2 objectives that we managed to meet, and we get ourselves a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.